Hey guys, Flux here. We're back with a new video for you today, focusing on the MP5 post-nerf. Now this is my favorite setup for the MP5, which helps make the recoil they added in the nerf more controllable. If you found something that you think works better, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to give it a shot. Alright, so let's head into the Gunsmith. For the muzzle, I chose the agency suppressor. It will keep you off the radar when you're firing the gun and will conceal your muzzle flash, making it much easier to see while shooting. It does buff the vertical recoil as well to help make the gun more controllable. Now the only downside to this attachment is it lowers the damage range from 10.16 meters to 7.62 meters. I personally don't think that's too big of a deal, but some other people I know they may not prefer that option. The next attachment is the barrel, which I chose the 9.5 Ranger. It will increase the bullet velocity by 100%, which makes the gun feel more of like a hit scan at close range, and that can help significantly with landing more of your shots. As for the negative effects to the aim walking, I don't find that to be a problem because I don't ADS and walk for long periods of time. Alright, and now for the body attachment. I chose the SWAT laser sight. It does slow the ADS speed, however it's only by 22 milliseconds, which isn't too noticeable. After that we'll choose the underbarrel, and I decided to go with the field agent grip. Now the field agent grip is going to help significantly with your recoil control, and with the nerf that they added to the MP5 I find it helps significantly. Alright, now the last attachment, which I'm most excited for, is the magazine. I went with a 50 round drum mag here. Unfortunately, this will slow your ADS time and your reload time, so that's just something you need to keep in mind when you're trying to reload between or during fights. The ADS time will still be 338 milliseconds, which is significantly faster than snipers and slightly quicker than most other guns anyway, so you won't notice too much of an impact there. Alright, now that's everything for the MP5. I'm going to show you guys the rest of the loadout I use. But if you were primarily here for the MP5, that's essentially it for you. Okay, so out of the pistols, the 1911 is my personal favorite. I prefer the sound suppressor. It affects your damage range by 15%. Personally, that's not too bad. I didn't want to do the 25% range, just because I would like to have a little bit more range on my pistol than what my SMG offers. For the barrel, I'm using the 6.53 Task Force. It increases your damage, your effective damage range, and your bullet velocity. The bullet velocity will help again with making the gun feel more like a hit scan, and you'll have to lead less frequently. For the magazine, I chose the 14 round mag. There's not much to it besides that. With the ADS time it does get a little bit slower, but it's not significant enough for it to be a big issue. And then we have the handle. I chose the Serpent Wrap handle for this. It gives you 25% ADS time. It does affect the sprint to fire time, but typically I'm not going to be running with my pistol out. I'm honestly just running around with my MP5 out most of the time when I'm using this setup. Alright, so now we have your tactical equipment. I chose the stim shot to heal me up in quick situations where, maybe I'm against 3 or 4 people at a time. As for the lethals, I actually swap out between the C4 and the Tomahawk. I love using the Tomahawk just because it's really fun. The C4 I use because it's more beneficial for the team when I'm playing the larger scaled maps that have vehicles and whatnot. I do also like how far you can throw the C4 in this and how strong it is in comparison to the way it feels in Modern Warfare with the nerf that it received. The field upgrade, I chose the trophy system. I just like the fact that it benefits the team, and a lot of people tend to be throwing stuns, grenades, stuff like that pretty frequently, especially when you're playing in the large scale modes. Now for the wild card, I chose the perk Greed, which gives me 2 of each perk. I chose Paranoia and Tactical Mask. I chose Paranoia because it allows me to know when somebody's looking at me that's not in my line of sight, so I can try and snap to them and get a clip or get the kill and save my life. The tactical mask, I like that just because it benefits me with my aggressive playstyle, makes me resistant to flashbangs and stun grenades, which is huge in my opinion. I chose the Assassin perk and the Tracker perk for perk number 2. Assassin, I just like the extra points that you get when you kill somebody on a kill streak. I also like ruining people's kill streak, it's just a great situation for me at that point. Tracker, you get to see the imprint of enemy footsteps. I like that just because it makes it a little bit easier to find people when, you have those off matches and you just can't seem to find anybody. Sometimes I'll swap Tracker out for Scavenger, but typically Tracker is my go-to. Then for the perk 3, my favorite perks, unfortunately they stuffed all of them into the perk 3 category. I almost always run Ninja. Being able to sprint more quietly, in my opinion, is one of the most beneficial things that they have in this game. And then we have Ghost, which makes you undetectable by enemy spy planes, and that's fantastic as well, considering that's a low score streak, and so it's something that's going to be up pretty frequently. Alright guys, there you have it. That's essentially the loadout setup I chose today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything that I could do better, or anything specifically you think I need to focus more on, please feel free to let me know in the comments section below. I love any kind of constructive criticism that I can get. Alright guys, thank you, take care, let me know what you think of the MP5 setup, and enjoy Call of Duty.